Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Car Blog India. I'm your host Rohit Khurana, and today we are driving the updated new Ford Endeavour. This is the 2-liter diesel variant, which is the new standard variant that you can get, and it comes with a 10-speed automatic gearbox. I'll show you the car quickly. I'll tell you the highlights. I'll tell you how it drives, how it feels, what's the mileage if you are at all concerned about it. And it's a very capable off-roader as well, so I'll talk about the off-roading capabilities too. So let's get started with this video. In terms of exteriors, the ongoing or the new model of the Ford Endeavour gets some slight changes. The grille has been changed and facelifted, and you can see that it looks quite aggressive and bold. The scuff plate design as well as the design of the headlamps as well as the fog lamp cluster has been slightly updated as well. You can see the scuff plate design here. The headlamps are also quite effective. I have driven this car in the night as well. The DRLs keep running throughout the day whenever you turn the ignition on, and the projector lamps here, they work really well. They have the cool light, and it's very good. The throw and the visibility is very good. And one more thing that you can visibly see here, there are plenty of sensors here. This is a proximity or a parking sensor. So you have a row of sensors here. I believe there are 6 at front and plenty of sensors at the back as well. The wheels that it rides on are 18 inches. These are off-roading grade wheels from MRF. These are 80 grade. To be precise, these are 256 by 60 R18, and they have pretty good grip. The car offers multiple traction controls, so it is a very viable off-roader, and we are already in a soft, almost sandy terrain here. We tested it here. We also tested it on some slopes, and I've driven the previous model of Endeavour as well and tested it on rough terrains, and it works pretty fine. The tail lamp cluster is an LED for good visibility. The rear gets this Endeavour badging. This is the titanium 4-wheel drive variant, and the ex-showroom price of this in Delhi is around 35.6 lakhs if I'm not wrong. And this is a 7-seat variant by default, and the interiors are already quite plush, and nothing much has changed here in terms of interiors. A few new features maybe. It gets the Ford Pass connectivity features which were not there in the previous variants. So it now gets even modern. It gets, the top variant gets 6 airbags, curtain airbags included, the dual zone climate control. You also get rear AC controls here. The roof is panoramic sunroof. You also get air conditioning vents on the middle seat as well as the last row. The last row of seat gets a decent legroom, quite comfortable for small size adults or maybe kids. And the rear seats, the third row of seats, can be folded electrically, so it is very convenient to fold them. Let me quickly demonstrate the same to you. The boot opening can also be done remotely. If you have key in your pocket, you can do it with just waving your feet behind the bumper. So there are the buttons. When you push these buttons, the seats automatically fold down like this, and if you want to use these seats, you just have to press these buttons again, one by one for the left, one for the right, and the seats come up on their own. So it's a very nifty feature. It's very, very convenient. These are split seats, and the middle row seats are also split seats. They come with the recline as well as slide function, so you can also move the rear middle row seats front and back for the comfort. This boot is also illuminated here, as you can see. This is how the cabin looks from here. Let me get to the driver seat and show you the infotainment and other features as well. The boot can be closed by pressing this button here, so it is electrically controlled, so it folds on its own. Even when you open the engine hood, it's a 2-liter engine. It also gets the hydraulic struts, so you don't need to push the boot up. The seats on the driver as well as the passenger side are electrically controlled 8-way adjustable seats, and they also come with lumbar support, as you can see here. Very comfortable and cushiony seats for long commutes. It will give you a lot of comfort. Now I'm at the driver's seat of the Endeavour, and this is how the steering wheel looks like. As you can see, this side gets a lot of multi-information display controls, and this is the cruise control section. And on the other side you have the media control section, as well as this is for your infotainment system. You can control your volume, voice commands, phone controls. And this is the instrument cluster which comes with digital display. So on the left you can see that there is a digital display, and on the right of the speedo you also see another digital display which is configurable. You can see the tire pressure monitoring system, you can see the RPM, the angles, off-roading angles, etc. So there are a lot of things that are shown over here. And in the middle is an analog speedometer, which also shows the drive mode just below it. Since this is an automatic, so it is right now in park mode and it is reflecting the same. You also have the terrain modes which can be controlled from here. So right now we are in sand terrain mode, so this is the grass mode or mud mode, and this is the normal road mode. So when you are doing off-roading or when you are in 4x4, you can change the modes, and all the 4x4 controls can be activated using these buttons over here. And there's also park assist, so parallel lane park assist. So for that the button is provided here that will give you semi-automatic sort of parking arrangement. This is the gear lever here, and this is the 8-inch infotainment system. This is quite responsive and very nice to touch. It comes with a lot of features. It comes with Sync 3, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it is fairly loaded to the brims when it comes to features. So there are plenty of features in this. It also serves as your car reverse display, and the reverse display also gives you sensors for proximity. So there are 6 sensors on the front, 6 sensors at the back. There is reverse parking camera, and this console over here is for controlling your sunroof. So there is a curtain which you can open and close using these buttons, and this is for the glass part of the sunroof. When you click on this button, it will open or close the sunroof. Since it's very hot right now, so I'm just gonna close the curtain as well, and this is how it operates. It's a fairly large, almost covering the middle, front and middle seat, a fairly large panoramic sunroof. And there are multiple microphones over here in the cabin, as you can see, because it works with a system which is called active noise cancellation. So it on the go, it controls the noise that you observe in the cabins and tries to reduce that by using the active noise cancellation feature. So it gives you a very quiet cabin experience. The dashboard is soft leather finish. So overall, very good and pleasing place to be if you are inside the cabin of the Ford Endeavour. And there is also this sunglass holder provided in the middle console over here, which is also very nifty. These lights, cabin lights which are provided, they are all LED and they are fairly bright. I've used one of these at the night time. The vanity mirror here that you get is also illuminated. So these are very nifty little features that you get, which give you some additional convenience on the go when you're driving the Ford Endeavour. Now we are behind the wheels of the new Endeavour, and prior to this I've driven the 3.2 liter version as well. Compared to that, this one feels that the punch is not as strong, but this is a very capable engine. Don't mistake it for the displacement. Although it's a 2 liter, it's a turbocharged unit. It delivers 173 PS of peak power and 420 Newton meters of peak torque, and it is mated to a 10-speed automatic gearbox. So what advantage does it give you? It has a variety of gear ratios to offer you. So when you are on lower speeds, it shifts to the lower gear and matches the gear and the engine speeds so perfectly that you don't feel powerless in any band. And the 420 Newton meters of torque is more than capable of pulling this off of any terrain. This car has 4x4 capabilities, full 4x4 if you engage it. It also has 4x4 low gear ratios. There are multiple terrain modes. It has active rollover protection capabilities. So it's very advanced in terms of drivetrain capabilities. It's not only mechanically advanced, but also electronically very advanced. The engine performance is fairly good. And apart from the normal drive mode, there's also a sport mode which delays the gear shifting to keep you in the higher power band for a longer period of time if you want to drive it enthusiastically. However, you may not need it very often, but if you put it to the sport mode, you would realize that there is a difference in terms of the power delivery. The car feels very comfortable to drive. The steering is well weighted. It does not make you very tired. The seating posture is quite comfortable, and the view of the road is also very commanding. So I find that this is a fairly comfortable SUV in its size. Talking of body roll, yes, there is some body roll, but it is not so discomforting that it would make you motion sick. Uh, in most of the scenarios, when you are cruising on a highway, etc., you won't feel the body roll. It's only around the cornering or when you are on very bad roads that you would find some body roll on this. The suspension is also fairly nicely tuned, especially for the off-roading capabilities it offers. The suspension is pretty good. I like how this car drives and how comfortable it feels. Talking of the fuel economy, if you at all care about the fuel economy in the car of this size, which is approximately 2.4 tons in weight, this the rated mileage is 12.5 kilometers to a liter of diesel, and it has a 80-liter tank. But in real world, you can expect it to deliver maybe around 10, which may be a sweet spot if you are using it on a mixed road, highway plus city. And the reason I say that it would deliver you around 10 is because it has a 10-speed automatic, so the gear shifting is fairly quick, and it can always find a gear which is suitable to the speed that you are going on while driving this car. So more often than not, you will get good fuel economy on this car. If you push it really hard, or if you go off-roading on very tough terrains, yes, then the mileage would certainly be difficult to get. But on a normal usage where you use it on city and highways, you can expect somewhere around 10 kilometers to a liter. Well, if you ask me whether this car is bang for the buck for the money that you pay, I would say that if you are looking for an SUV and if your budget is around 40 lakh rupees, this is probably the most complete package that you can get in the Indian market. It may have some competition from the likes of the Fortuner and the Gloucester, but what makes this car unique is some features like the active noise cancellation, the electric folding seats in the third row, and the gadgetry that this car offers. It's really a differentiating factor. You talk of a feature, it has that feature. So it's very difficult to find reasons for not considering this car if you are in this price segment. The car is robust. It has the safety features, it has the convenience features, it is good to drive, it is powerful, it delivers a decent mileage, it gives you good space. I don't think I can find any major reasons why you should not go for a Ford Endeavour if you are in this price segment to buy an SUV. If you're not looking for an SUV, then maybe you can find something better in the price segment. But if you're looking for an SUV, it's very hard to find a very competitive alternative to this car that I'm driving right now. So that sums up my review of the new Ford Endeavour. What are your views? Do let us know in the comment section. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up, stay subscribed, press the bell icon for latest video updates. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.